A lot of shit happened over the weekend, so let's recap. But before we do, make sure y'all follow me on IG and YouTube. We don't know how long TikTok is going to last. This will be a quick fire edition, so grab your cups. Pope Francis was laid to rest this weekend. And of course, Frumpy shows up in the wrong color. Him and Zelensky finally meet after the White House debacle. The Prime Minister of France would not shake Frumpy's hand. After Frumpy meets with Zelensky, he posts this on Truth Social, coming after Putin. Are they finally ready to break up? Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has unsecured internet connections set up so he could bypass government security protocols to use the Signal app on his personal computer. The Frumpy administration starts to remove Black History Museum exhibits, including the iconic 1960 Woolworth sit-in counter. He said it's divisive, meaning he don't want white people to feel bad about themselves. That's okay. He signs an executive order promoting Black excellence at HBCUs. Don't get it twisted, he slashed the funding. A second woman has decided to file a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe. We knew this one was coming. Did you know the largest daycare company is owned by a private equity? They increased their profits, but they cut the staff in half. Africans are denied access to go bid the Pope farewell. China and Russia plan to build a nuclear plant on the moon. There's no more space on Earth. Senior Russian general unalived in a car blast. This definitely needs to be the next sit down. John Bon Jovi's restaurant has no prices and diners pay with donations or work. That's pretty cool for the homeless. Chad receives Chinese-made air defense system as the UAE expands African role. They up to something. Cats look at us like we're just big, clumsy cats, which is why they bring us mice. I wish Emmy would. Brief intermission. So me and It's Vicky May did an interview with Risa Tipsa. I would love for you guys to go check it out on the Unhinged podcast. The link is in my bio. Okay, back to the story. Cash Doll Baby Daddy crashes out on live. Tennessee Governor Lee signs IVF and contraceptive bill into law. I'm shocked too. Megyn Kelly blasts Blake Lively, said that girl has no kind of influence. I agree. The UAE is set to use AI to write laws. Let's see how this goes. These are all the birthdays that happened this past weekend. Trump uses that pen to attack Act Blue, the main Democratic fundraising platform. Somebody get that fucking pen out of his hand. Shamar and his man are dressed like twins. Then his house gets broken into. And he's offering $500 for somebody to come forward. Israel apologizes for unaliving a UN worker in Bulgaria. That's a first. It looks like Frumpy is copying China. He signs an executive order ensuring that children are trained in AI and how to use it. Kanye says Playboy Cardi pulled up to his hotel with a pew-pew. Then he says 50 Cent was 25 cents when he dropped College Dropout. All right, that ain't the one to go after. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says that he is coming after sanctuary states. China launches world's first 10G broadband network. Don't get it twisted. Michelle Evans was actually the first person to accuse Shannon Sharpe back in 2010. 3 strikes, you out. Do we consider Bow Wow a legend? Yes. Scientists insert human language gene into mice and now they're talking differently. Is that smart? Peter Gunn says he's never paid child support despite having 10 kids with 6 different baby mamas. Well, damn. Mysterious rock leaves NASA baffled. How the fuck did it get on the moon? Kim, when are you going to file a cease and desist letter? White House replaces Obama portrait with a new painting depicting Trump's fake assassination. Frumpy pardons Nevada Republican Michelle Fournier, who spent funding for a police memorial on plastic surgery and a new home. Frumpy is backing down from a multi-state legal fight over sweeping actions taken by U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement. All them students got their status back. Here's everything the Democrats have done over the weekend. Pause and read. Lil' Kim's getting called out by her little boo. Said she's holding his music hostage because he had a baby with somebody else. This is messy. We're getting a Wreck-It Ralph 3, yay! The West is trying to bring peace to Congo and Rwanda so they can get those minerals. Don't get it twisted. It's not to help anybody else but them. Looks like Luigi pleaded not guilty, and I agree. Mommy Pig is having a girl. Judges are being arrested for obstructing ICE arrest. George Santo is sentenced to 7 years for fraud after blowing campaign money on rent, designer goods, Vegas trips, and cosmetic surgery for OnlyFans girl. Can y'all start looking into these other Republicans? New Uber ATL shuttle to launch 14 passenger vehicles. Rides will cost up to $18.50. It looks like bullshit Barbie owes over $300K for excessive spending. Jeff Bezos is coming after Tesla. Sinners makes box office history. Over 122 million domestically and 161 million globally. Judge denies Diddy's request to exclude Cassie assault video. Yeah, you going down. North Dakota's Republican governor vetoes conservative book ban bill. Thank you. Look like France's president is a little racist, and the president of Burkina Faso checks his ass. There are talks of ALC running for president. Former Turkey Leg Hut owner Lindell Price arrested. They got you on 4K. All the headlines from Shador Sanders this weekend. NFL boxed him in. fifth round pick. But Senator John Kennedy says AOC doesn't have the intelligence or firepower to run a campaign for president. I know you ain't talking. You may have some problems in your own state. You was Democrat first and then you changed your accent to Republican. You better worry about your own shit. McGill University in Canada has abolished its office responsible for DEI. Damn, Canada, y'all too? The state of Washington has signed a new law offering $120K in favorable loans exclusively for Black first-time homebuyers. That sounds good. A 101-year-old man gets his high school diploma after having to drop out in the 1930s. It's never too late. I can't read it out loud, but it's for Black folks. Check it out. Yes, there were Black samurais in Japan. The Trump administration allegedly deported a 2-year-old U.S. citizen. Paul Wall joins Gracie's Corner. The most depressed person in the family is the eldest son. Trumpy administration shuts down plan to eliminate salmonella poisoning. I really feel like he doesn't want nobody to live. Trump administration says they are allowed to enter your home to look at migrants without a warrant. Yeah, that doesn't sound illegal. Dr. Umar's daughter, Nisa, gets into a fight on IG. Trumpy removes critical protections from journalists. They can now be subpoenaed for all their information. Did you know there's a whites-only town in South Africa? Black people and Africans are not allowed to be there. I say y'all invade that hoe. Bad Baby says she did not get any work done. Okay, maybe not your nose. JP Morgan Chase Bank is suing hundreds of customers who took advantage of the glitch in the bank deposit system after the hack went viral on TikTok. Y'all thought they wasn't? Tokyo Tony got her a new girlfriend. Parasites that enters through your nose, eats your brain, is spreading in the U.S. tap water. The fuck? Eric Bellinger launches his own independent label. Congratulations. Former Vice President Kamala Harris is to give remarks on President Trump's 100th day in office. This should be interesting. Non-melanated boy gets off for unaliving his mom. Portia's chasing somebody else's man again. Cardi B says she is not a girl's girl. 60 Minutes confirms that Paramount began overseeing news content in new ways because they want Trump's approval to have a trade. Will sell their company or integrate it. Who the fuck cares? It's wrong. Salt and Pepper and Outkast will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Congratulations. DEA raids underground nightclub. Eating 2 burgers is better than eating burgers with fries. Laquan Barkley meets with Trump. I mean, his girl is white and she does like saying the N-word. Pakistan deploys tanks to India's border as tensions grow. Measles cases in the U.S. reach 900 with Texas reporting over 600 cases. Bishop T.D. Jakes steps down at the Potter House and allows his daughter and son-in-law to take over. Ukraine visits South Africa. Key suspect in Kim Kardashian's 10 million Paris robbery suddenly is unalived. The ACLU sues Defense Department's school system over banning race and gender-related books. EN prices skyrocket by 377% as new tariffs impact U.S. shoppers. Oh my God. Lieutenant Governor of Indiana defends the law that classified Black people as 3/5 of a person. Burkina Faso awards gold mining permit to Russia. That's why Trumpy is mad. Army commander suspended after portraits of Donald Trump were flipped over. It was worth it. Bill Maher defends Trump's White House visit. What did he promise you? Elon Musk Doge made FAA staff sign NDAs to keep new project a secret. They were told to find him money. Hundreds of Israelites walking through Tel Aviv tonight with photos of children that were unalived in Gaza. Experiment to dim sunlight to fight global warming will be approved in the British government. Senator Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries have a sit-in. At least 9 people unalived after a driver plows his SUV into a crowd in Vancouver, Canada. $300,000 fell off a Brinks truck in Chicago and 100 people ran and got it. I ain't mad. Missouri officials say if you see this fish, chop its head off. Last but not least, congratulations to this Black young man, Omarion Callaway. He was accepted into over 21 universities with $1.3 million in scholarship award. All right, people, that's all I got. See you in a bit. Bye.